Hello everyone and welcome back to The Letter. In the last episode we broke into Isabella's work. We're now looking at the security monitors and I have a feeling something bad is going to happen because there is a nasty odor in this room. Not this room, the room there. That Ash is in. Alright, anyway, here we go.
Let's do it.
When was the last time they opened this place?
This place smells awful. Jesus, it's worse than the forensics lab on a bad day.
Ooh. Worse than the forensics
Oh,
lab?
that's not good. This is probably because of a badly botched effort to clean the place up. Even in the dark, I can spy dark stains on the wall.
Someone did die in here.
I really don't have time to try and play Is This Ketchup or Soda right now, but I have this strange gut feeling who the mess might belong to.
That's a game? Ketchup or soda? Or blood?
Isn't that the thing where you like stick your hands in like a bowl of something when it's dark and you try to like, and they're like, try to pass it off as like eyes.
On Halloween.
Yeah.
Grapes.
Grapes for eyes, spaghetti for brains.
Hair.
No, spaghetti for hair. What was brains? Like a pork chop or something?
Something raw meat.
Yeah. As expected, no security personnel mans this office's CCTV controls, and the standalone DVR setup is open for anyone. Normally, I'd have a heap of things to say about this sloppy security setup, but right now, their negligence makes the whole task of erasing evidence easier.
No fuss, no muss.
The next one should be the access card data. Hopefully getting into their computer won't be too much of a hassle. Everything up to now has been smooth sailing. There have been hiccups, I'll give it that, though it does nothing to dampen the good mood I'm in. Once I shift my attention to the machine sitting next to the DVR setup, all of it swiftly evaporates. I'm no computer buff, but I can definitely recognize one more than a decade old. Simply looking at it makes me feel younger. With a heavy sigh, I powered up and mentally prepare myself for a slow slug. Slow apparently remains an understatement here. It takes a whole 3 minutes for the thing to start up. The OS hasn't even started loading, and in my boredom, I start inspecting the live feeds from the cams. Only two works, one for the view outside, everything seems to be in order there, and the other for the main workspace where it's a fleeting glimpse, a cursory glance, but the sight of it stops me. The image is a bit blurry. Oh, here we go.
I knew it was going to be her. I told you that dark spot in the last episode. It's coming close. It's getting clear.
Standing right there, right in the middle of the room by one of the cubicles, I can make out the form of a...
What the hell is...
I don't get too far into that line of thought. You know, a few seconds after my words have slipped out without any sort of warning while I'm still trying to make sense of what it is. The figure moves.
Here we go.
Oh god, wait, why are we...
Wait, it's coming for us?
I guess so, that's weird. A moment of paralysis hits me when she stops. Oh!
Right in front of the camera.
Like a damn rookie, I go still in the face of danger. I definitely haven't been trained to handle the supernatural, and this is one, isn't it? And... oh, fuck. Her eyes bore into me, the malice in them piercing. Even beyond the screen, it's enough to make me go numb. Oh! Only the mug crashing to the floor when my hand accidentally takes a swipe at it snaps me out of my trance, reminding me that I'm not the only one here. Isabella. It seems she hasn't noticed anything. Am I the only one seeing this? In any case, whatever's happening, I have to get her out. Gathering my wits, I quickly reach for my phone. It takes all but 2 seconds before she answers, but there's no time for relief.
Did you really have to call? We're practically on the same floor.
Get out of there.
What? What are you...
Out. Get out. I'll meet you in the elevator.
You're creeping me out, Ash.
Just get yourself out of that place, now!
Without a second thought, I back away from the controls from the room, ready to be done with this place. But before my foot even moves, she disappears.
Son of a...
Oh my god.
I knew she was gonna come through.
Yeah. Instinct instantly takes over and my hand quickly reaches for the gun at my side. Only to meet empty air. A mistake that cost me a few precious seconds while the paperwork I brought with me threatens to scatter everywhere at the same time. Gathering everything in myself once more with no weapon to protect myself, my sense of self-preservation kicks in next and I lunge towards the door.
Kick her in the face!
I sprint across the office without daring to look back. Isabella's already waiting in front of the elevators by the time I make it out of their office. Worry creases her eyebrows upon glancing at me, but I don't have time to answer the question in her eyes. As soon as I reach her, I grab her arm, practically throw the two of us into the open elevator and slam the button for the ground floor.
You gonna come out of the elevator now, too?
Right, yeah, we were waiting for that. I thought for sure that was gonna be our...
So, we didn't wipe the security cameras.
I was just thinking that, yeah, we are...
Rookie mistake.
Well, I'm like, until he broke the mug, I'm like, would anyone have even checked the security footage unless something went wrong? Like, I feel like now that there's like a broken mug in there, and hopefully he took those papers, because if those are all sitting there, we are really boned. A sigh of relief escapes me when the elevator starts its descent. The clicking noise fades off into the distance.
Dun, dun, dun.
Beside me, Isabella shifts, moving a stack of papers under her arm while she takes in my appearance. Concerns in her eyes, though all I offer her is a small gesture of my hand while I attempt to compose myself. Breathe. In, out.
Why are we in such a hurry?
We need to get out of this place. Did you get everything?
Yeah, it's all here. But really, you don't look too good. What's wrong, Ash?
How does he explain her coming through the monitor, Mr. Serial Killer? This isn't paranormal.
Yeah, well, I have a
explanation?
feeling he is probably going to switch his position.
I'll be fine. I was in the security room. From the monitors, there was a fucking...
Oh god, this is not creepy at all either.
Oh my god. What? Oh, did we not want ground floor? Because this does not look right. The rest of what I'm about to say dies on my tongue when the elevator stops and the doors open to... There's a moment's pause while we both take in our surroundings. Confusion's understandably there. God, I'm like
Oh,
waiting for
come
it.
on! They should just replace this whole thing.
We're on the wrong floor.
No. No, I'm quite sure I pressed for the ground floor.
Right? But it's just as Isabella said, the elevator always did have problems when I visited in the past. Often she becomes so angry whenever we tried to get to her floor and she'll have to repeatedly smash the buttons for the elevator to even move. That was always good for a laugh. I wasn't too worried then. Now...
Oh, there we go. I knew she's gonna be down here.
From the distance beyond the light's reach, the noise echoes in my ears along with the rapid pounding in my chest.
So where's his gun? Did he leave it at home?
I guess so.
Idiot. Some cop
big
you
dummy.
are. I mean, granted, what is it gonna do against the paranormal?
Yeah. But it will at least make you feel better.
It would.
Isabella stiffens and her eyes grow wide at the sound. Gingerly, she reaches up to grab the hem of my sleeve and grips it hard, tight enough for her fingernails to dig through. Her eyes searches wildly for the source of the sound while I stand protectively in front of her.
Ash, did you hear that?
Oh, he hears it.
We hear it
Spidey.
now.
Anyone there? I can hear you moving from here. Show yourself.
Oh no. No response.
Just gonna...
No response. Only the sound of something scurrying around the floor and the walls in slow, deliberate movements. Faint, though still audible enough
I'm
in this
never gonna be
hush.
able to go to a parking garage ever
I
again.
know.
Be listening for the noises.
Until it stops.
Oh god, that's not even...
Oh no. Oh, here it comes. A moment.
We need to go, Ash. We have to.
Yep.
And then...
There we go.
This time I'm certain it isn't my imagination.
Where is she?
Against my trading, my whole body freezes.
like
Hands stilling mid-press on the button, eyes growing wide while we wait for any sort of movement from further back, and ears strained for the source of the sound. I can't even offer Isabella any reassurances. Much as I hate to admit it, dread has seeped into every nerve in my body. The blasted elevator still won't work.
This isn't in my fucking training manual.
Ash, we need to leave. I know that sound. Ash, please, get the elevator.
What did you
What?
win? He's hitting the buttons.
Another series of shuffling against the ground, a laughter, and all of a sudden she's just there. Oh god. Like a twisted spider. Oh, there she is. She stares at us, a look of hunger in her eyes and venom twisted manner she smiles. A glee she has well earned when we're damn flies that have been dropped right onto the spider's web.
Ashton,
Damn it! Damn it!
Give me a quick time event. How fast can you
Without
smash the
warning,
buttons?
she moves, mocking me with each unhurried crawl she takes, knowing I'm at her
Fucking
mercy.
hell!
Ashton, the door! The door!
What did he do?
Our lives are in the hands of a crummy elevator, literally hanging between life and death. We're not going to die here. Not in a damn elevator. 5, 8.
8, 9, 4, 1. 7, 1, 4, 8, 9. 1, 7, 5, 8, 6. 4, 5, 1, 6, 2. There you go. Beast mode?
Beast mode achievement. God, that was hard because like the mic is in the way of all the numbers.
Good job. Good button pushing there.
Whew. As if divine powers heard me swearing up a storm in my head, the door closed just as that thing looms near. Soon the elevator, the blasted thing, is headed up. Isabella knees buckle in relief. In 2 ticks, she's hugging herself without any care for the mess of papers and folders she has dropped on the floor in her panic. She draws in one ragged breath after another, each one brimming with nothing but relief. And this? This is the most I've been tired in my whole damn life. Not during training, when my superior first asked me to drop 100, not after a stakeout, but after smashing a fucking elevator button repeatedly.
Okay.
I slump to the ground beside her, worn out.
At this point, collect all your peeps, and you all are going to be together.
Yeah.
Because the rule in horror movies, you don't split up.
Correct. She can't get all of you, probably.
Definitely.
Hopefully.
Possible.
I slump to the ground beside her, worn out, but I don't let myself feel relief again, not until we're out of here. Isabella seems to be the same mind as she looks at me. Still, I find myself sharing a shaky laugh with her.
We're okay. We're fine. Right?
For now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Alive. Fuck, we should have taken the goddamn stairs.
Twice I've seen it, thrice if I include the party. Unless I'm tripping balls without realizing it, there's no doubt in my mind that this is actually happening. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the first time he tried to play it off, but I think after that he knew it was up. I don't want to believe it, but with the truth staring at me in the face, it'll be stupidity to deny the reality of the matter.
Oh, good, we're out of there. Thank God.
As soon as the lift hits the ground floor, we hightail out of the building. Seb's sound asleep when we pass by his station. However, in the face of what we've seen, everything I faced tonight, we really can't care less who will still see us on our way out.
Please tell me you don't kill Seb. Don't kill Seb.
Seb seemed like a stand-up guy.
Don't show him the letter.
Yeah. The sooner we get away from this place, the farther the better. I'm just not sure if that means being safe. She almost got us, damn it. The fucking thing almost had us. Shit. It was only by luck we managed to get the fucking elevator unstuck. Had the blast thing not worked in the last second. I need some air. Fresh, breathable air that doesn't stink like death and gore all at once. Panicking. Christ, losing focus. With another person here, I can't afford that right now. Isabella hasn't said anything, but I know she's more shaken than I am. I can't lose it when another person's depending on me.
Remember your training, Frey.
Another deep breath, and soon I'm starting the engines and driving us off. After that little incident, somewhere open would be good. Someplace I won't get trapped.
Oh God, the
Oh,
park.
the park. Why?
Why would you pick that? Oh, go call Zach.
Yeah. You know what's weird though? That the ghost is after us inside the building. She wants us to help her. Mm-hmm. Like, we're actively investigating what's going on with that. That seems weird that she is like now that she would be after us in that situation. Like we are actively helping at this point. I think that's interesting.
I think the problem is I don't think she understands that he's investigating the rights, though. He's not investigating her death.
I guess I could see that. Luxbourne Park brings a welcome relief, though only by some. The chill that has seeped into my bones is still there, furling and unfurling underneath my skin. If I don't move, if I don't busy myself with anything, soon my brain will go haywire. It's the last thing I want to happen when there are plenty of things to do. But this already answers all of it, doesn't it? Those deaths? Just how many copies of the letter are out there? Isabella can't have the only one if other people are also getting cursed. Could it be that the one she has shown us is just one of 5? Maybe even more? That whole passes to 5 people business is ridiculous, but at this point, is it still? All in all, we found 21 people who might have read the letter, 7 of them deceased, 8 if we count Cooper. And that's only with what we can find right now. We have no idea how the contractors and specialists hired from outside the company are doing, if we are in any way affected. How many more people are suffering? How many are missing? How many are dead? Can I still even blame the rights for this? If anything, they might be in danger as well. I don't think I can wish a curse upon anyone, no matter how big of a douchebag Luke Wright is. There's also that woman. How do we get out of this mess? How do we get away from her? Shit, still so many things we need to look into. Yet all my body wants to do is pace, burn out whatever excess energy there is in me.
Ashton, I'm getting dizzy. Will you sit down?
It's the first time Isabella has said anything. She's sitting quietly since we dropped here. Better and less distracting than watching her nervous habits, I suppose. She certainly seems calm now. Too calm, in fact, for someone who's just seen something terrible. But it's been even more than a week for her already. People do get desensitized to things at some point. Even someone like Isabella. Who knows what's going on inside her head, though? Inside mine, there are too many, and none of them would sit still.
I'm not going crazy, am I? I saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I didn't inhale anything weird. Just shit. Shit. Isabella, please tell me that wasn't...
What I'm not expecting when I turn around is mirth. One that she could barely contain.
You're laughing. You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Uh-oh. I don't like this.
Is she possessed now?
I'm not quite sure what she sees in my face, but in the next second, a laugh suddenly bursts out from her. Oh, it's because he's freaking out, like, because she's never seen him.
sorry. It's just that you should have seen the look on your face back there.
Yeah, right, sure. I'm not the only one who panicked. You almost ripped my arm off.
Yeah, but...
Isabella, this isn't funny. That woman almost got us. We could have ended up dead.
I know. I'm really sorry.
I don't get why we are
yeah.
missing voice lines.
But this is just too precious to miss. You really lost your shit for a moment there.
You're trying to get back at me, aren't you?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I'm not the one who kept calling someone scaredy cat for years. How does it feel?
I'm not scared.
Really? Because it doesn't seem that way to me. At all.
Okay.
I'm not, all right? I'm just,
Can we go back to the elevator where you probably almost crapped your pants?
Well,
I just don't know what to do right now.
immediately after the moment passes, replaced by another tense silence. Laughter dies on her lips as everything sinks in. We're in deep shit and it has finally caught up and hit us like a ton of bricks. Hit me more than anyone. Because she's been warning us of this since day one and I'm the first person who brushed it off. Despite that, she still reaches out to me, tugging at my sleeve almost desperately. Her hands are trembling and there's a tremor in her voice when she speaks. Without the cheer, only fear remains. One that she has been burdened with from the beginning.
Still going to do something about it, right?
I don't think we have a choice.
Not just
Yeah.
stand around and let that thing get us.
Unexpectedly, she leans her forehead against my arm and her grip on my sleeve tightens. There's desperation in there, a quiet
I
plea.
don't want to lose anyone anymore, Ash.
I wish I could give her that promise, but with so many unknowns, so many things I don't understand about this, how could I? Why she still trusts that I can do something about this baffles me. It all feels wholly undeserved considering the way I've treated her. Yet, despite my reluctance, I find myself returning her hold in kind. A grasp, warm and light enough for comfort. Not a promise, but the closest thing to it. That's it. What? No, I don't like this. ... Darkness blurs the edges of my vision. Black tendrils twist and coil around my limbs.
Who the hell is this?
We're still Ash. Soft footfalls echo from the far distance, scurrying, scampering, moving in an odd rhythm with the sharp, piercing notes of her laughter. A scream threatens to burst, but my throat closes off. Ever so slowly, a chill seeps into every nerve in my body, washing away every sensation in me apart from one. There's only fear. Jeez. Once again, her laughter echoes, a sound both bitter and unforgiving. It is the last thing I hear before she reaches me. Oh, for me. The ground trembles. The world slows to a stop. Oh, we're in Isabella's room. Okay. Whew.
What just happened?
What? I think that was a dream.
I don't know. Zach thought he was having dreams too.
Oh, man. I definitely thought something was going to happen there. I think that's a good place to stop for today because holy crap.
Hope no one's watching this late at night before you have to go to bed.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've waited till like pretty late at night to record this, and I feel like that may have been a mistake.
Everyone cuddle your stuffed animals tonight.
All right, anyway.
My public service announcement of the day.
PSA. Hug your lizards before you go to bed.
Yes. Your case penguins.
You know, both good. Anyway, that's going to do it for us. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.